toss another guard onto that patrol. What's my deployment looking like? Deploy a guard there, I think. And there, and there. I'm going to turn off intake completely for a while. While I get more cells built, I'll open it up tomorrow. Might be more profitable to just take the influx, but I don't want to risk it. I could feasibly... Okay, so then it looks like they're sorting goods onto shelf. Neat. Education, by the way, is complete, so let's double check our desks, and if that works out, we're going to go ahead and build... Yep, I'm correct. So we're going to go ahead and just build this. We'll use brick. Good old brick. Concrete tiles here. So it looks a little bit nicer. Put the white tiles down. Cool. Oh, I should put some white tile here too, why not? So next on the list is library and workshop. I think workshop should be the priority because making money is going to be big. I can't really rely on these grants for much longer. Governmental security ratings might be nice to get, but it's really expensive just to maintain and set up. Could do my long-term investment. Might as well. I'm not gonna get 100 off of making this cell block. I don't know if I really want to do. I think I'm gonna do manufacturing facility because it's a 20,000 advanced, and all I have to do is produce license plates, which is making money, and then I make 10,000. So I'm gonna at least start that, and I'm just gonna do long-term investment too. Alright, so let's build... Are they going to build that foundation? Did they build the foundation? No, they haven't. I'm sure it's on the list. I have them working all over the place, so... Might do legal... Micromanagement would definitely be useful too. And we'll see after my cash flow is a little bit higher. So let's plan out my manufacturing facility because I do love making things. That's going to be about the size allowance I have, which is more than enough space actually. First things first, when I'm building my manufacturing facility, is I usually go for a separate power station located oftentimes in the building or around the building. I do this because having one power grid for your prison and a manufacturing usually crashes your power grid quite frequently, and you're just constantly running into issues where you don't have enough power. And since you can't run two power grids simultaneously, I'll oftentimes run the one power grid for the workshop and sometimes a kitchen, and then the other that'll power the remainder of the prison. Because the kitchen and the workshop take the most amount of power out of your prison. Metal detectors and probably laundry would be next. Lights, just in general, will start to add up as well, but I'm not usually that worried about lights. I kind of want to install some lights while I'm thinking about it. Oops. Just in the yard and whatnot. I just realized I need to also, while I'm thinking about it again, and then I'll go back to that, is finish my sidewalk. There we go. Make that look a little nicer for when the prisoners are coming in so they don't feel so down on themselves for being thrown in jail. I can call in paramedics, riot guard, firemen. Yeah, I don't have a sprinkler system set up. That's probably going to bite me in the ass at some point, but we'll see. I don't know if they ever actually implemented fires. I know there was talk. Alright, so to build a workshop, to just do the general workshop, you need a saw and a press. So they're both 3x1 objects. So we'll do 3x1 object, and then it's better to just put them next to each other. So your 6x1s, these are going to be your main, your, what do you call it? Your workshop presses. They're the ones that are going to be producing license plates. Next on the list is going to be a saw, which is a 3x1, and then a 3x6, I believe, is the next thing. And these are going to be your carpentry benches. I usually only have 1, 2 at the most. I'm going to place 2 for now. And then you, of course, have your tables. The tables are life. Cram as many tables as you can into these rooms if you're doing this on your own. Well worth it. I think this looks good, this plan of action. And then I'm going to place probably the generator right about here. And it's going to power this room. And all it really needs is itself and maybe 1 or 2 capacitors, and it can basically power the workshops on its own. Oh, and I need an exports room. I should set that up as well. I might actually, looking at my plan of action, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the door right here, and then put the pathway right there, and I can make an exports pile right next to the generator. So that means that when they're done with their product, they're gonna bring it in here and dump it, and at the end of the day, they'll come take it out and sell it. The workers will. To the vans that will inevitably show up. So they're finally working on our school room, which is good. Probably gonna bump this fence back to there, and so I can have another pathway right here. But we'll see. Whoops, I didn't mean to cut the wall. It's alright. And that way I can basically also have a funnel point for people leaving the workshop with metal detectors, because obviously lots of tools. So I have $20,000 to build this workshop. I'm going to do it out of concrete. I'm going to set it to be built right now, just get it out of the way. And then I think I'm actually going to start my forestry section. I oftentimes will do this earlier, but this time I just didn't for whatever reason. And all I do is go 30, and we'll go by like, we'll do a 30 by 50. fenced in area right here. And so they're going to come and fence this in, and then we're going to put a door, and so yeah, the fence will probably just run like right about there. And this is just going to be for trees. They're going to be planting trees, bringing the lumber in, and depositing it into our... You know, I could probably just make this the walkway right here. That's what I think I'm going to do. And deposit it into our handy dandy workshop. So they're done with that. Let's put in the door. We're just gonna do a regular door because that's all that's really needed. Foundation in process. Oh, is it a table? There we go, door. So they're gonna start setting that up now. Alright, 8 visitors on site, 4 groups, it's about standard. Interesting fact, the bigger you make your visitation, the more people will come and visit. So, just because it's saying there are only 4 groups. If I had more tables, it would just be a bigger number because more prisoners would have their family members visiting. Cash flow is actually looking pretty good. I mean, my prison's looking pretty good. Hi, Nate. I like your name. My name's Nate as well, actually. Again, I apologize if I miss your messages, because Twitch chat is constantly reconnecting for me. Look at this congestion. This game always makes me hungry for bacon. Look at that delicious bacon. That guy's wanting drugs. He's wanting some privacy. He wants literacy, so he probably wants a library set up here. Which I will oblige them at some point here. Probably maybe put it like here, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Seems logical to place it near the school, or the, school. But, I don't know. We'll see. Looks like everyone's eating. I'm gonna check on needs, because I keep neglecting that. Alcohol, drugs are pretty high right now. Literacy and spirituality are probably my darkest. Food is looking red, but I think everyone's getting food. I could probably look into expanding the kitchen. Doesn't look like we're running out of food though. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah. So this is gonna be probably take me several hours to complete in real life. Just because I have to have 15 prisoners pass elementary school, general education, and then, or no, fundamental education, and then 5 of those 15 need to pass general education, which is like high school. So it will take a while. That is for certain. But my cash flow is looking really good. I'm really satisfied with that. I have few too many prisoners. I should probably set up a parole room while I'm on the building spree here. Maybe down here. I'm thinking down here. Yeah. What's the parole? 5x5. So like, this is 6x5. That should be big enough. Something